Australian cricket great Shane Warne has died aged 52, regarded as one of the finest bowlers of all time. His management have said in a statement that he died of a suspected heart attack at his villa in Thailand. The news is the second devastating blow for Australian cricket within 24 hours, with fellow great Rod Marsh also dying today, having suffered a heart attack last week. Joining us now is former England bowler Stuart Meaker. Stuart, thank you for talking to us. A huge loss for cricket, not only one of the game's finest bowlers, but also one of its biggest characters.
Yeah, as if the world didn't need any more bad news. Cricket has just got its very own double whammy of it. Obviously, we lost Rod Marsh last night, who was a massive figure in cricket as a whole, and probably in a yesteryear generation. Shane Warne has been prominent in the game of cricket for quite some time. He's been synonymous with the great teams of Australia, and always considered one of the greatest players to have played the game. Very sudden, very tragic to see what's happened to him, and obviously the cricket community are reeling currently as a result.
And one of the greats of the Ashes as well, wasn't he, Shane Warne?
Yeah, he's not just Ashes, but all series in general. He was such a character on the pitch. I remember my first Ashes series, or experience of Ashes series, being over here in the UK, and you couldn't take your eyes off of him. You always knew he was in the game. He was a larger-than-life character and an unbelievable competitor on the pitch. He was always considered to have one of the great cricketing brains as well. But then, obviously, subsequently, when he retired, he stayed relevant to the game of cricket and been such a huge figure, even to the point where there were rumours that he would be dropping his name into the hat for the England coaching role. So it's a huge loss and so sudden, and I bet a lot of people don't really know how it's happened so quickly.
And so many tributes coming in from cricketers like yourself for, like we say, such a big character for the game as well.
He was so influential, not just through his media work, but obviously through, he's played with half the guys that are still playing the game now. He was still so relevant, and you can understand why so many people had such close connections with him through his work with Sky, through his work with cricket, through his coaching. I imagine India will be beside themselves, because he was a global superstar of the game. Anyone who ever asks me about cricket that don't really know, doesn't really know too much about it, always ask about Shane Warne, because that's who they've heard of. So there'll be an outpouring of sadness and commiserations to him, his close friends and family. So it's a real sad loss for everyone.